Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. Did you know that there are actually therapeutic benefits to decluttering your home and your life? So, we all experience clutter on some level in our lives. Some of it's visible, some of it's hidden from our sight, and that physical and mental clutter may have a funny way of creeping into our homes and into our lives. So slowly but surely, we become inundated and overwhelmed by all of it, and sometimes to the point of actually getting sick. So there's the visible clutter. This is the stuff that you can see when you think about paper clutter. That's the kind of clutter that seeps into our home every single day. And if not dealt with on a regular basis, it builds up. It fills our kitchen countertops, our desktops, our nightstands, our coffee tables. Every flat surface we have in our homes can become a repository for junk mail, for takeout menus, for unsolicited advertisements and bills. Paper clutter is a little bit like a virus that can spread rapidly throughout our homes. And then if you think about digital clutter, and we all have that. So it's the unopened emails, the poorly labeled files that we have in our computers, the disorganized desktops, the digital photos that keep piling up and that we promise to delete someday, but then we, fall down on that category. So left unattended, our messy and cluttered virtual lives negatively impact our productivity, our workflow, and it causes a lot of undue stress. And then think about sentimental clutter. So all of those things, special things like photos, love letters, memorabilia that we just can't let go of. Those things that sit in those boxes and storage containers for years in our attic and our basement, waiting for the right time to sort through them. So this type of physical clutter tends to accumulate as our kids grow, move on as our parents or loved ones pass away. It's that type of clutter that can be hidden from our sight, but it takes up valuable space in our minds because we know we have to face it someday. And then think about calendar clutter. So when our calendars are filled with too many commitments and obligations, all of those have tos, all of those I don't really want to, but I have to. And when we allow unsolicited expectations of others to consume our time and attention, that's the kind of clutter that can build up. So I just want you to think about all of these clutters that might be, sitting around bothering you and really impacting your life. So there are some ways that you can curate your home and you can start having a simpler, easier life. And one is to develop a minimalist mindset. So the less you have, the more you'll value what you do have. So it allows you to make room for what matters most to you, more time with the loved ones and experiences and memories. Another one is to use less and reuse more. So there's that old-fashioned saying, make do. So the less you have, the easier your life actually becomes. Less to clean, less to organize, less to manage, less expense. And making do, repurposing things and reusing what you already have. It becomes intentional and it saves you time, money, energy, and resources, and it's sustainable. Number 3 is to create positive habits. So everything you own should have a home. So you can find it when you need it, putting it back where it belongs each time. That saves energy, it saves time, it saves frustration. So these purposeful habits make life easier. And number 4 is to develop regular maintenance routines and schedules. So if you spend 15 to 30 minutes each day, each week, just decluttering the things that you found in your home and your life. So each night before you go to bed, if you just make sure that the kitchen counters are cleaned off, the dishes are done, your clothes are put away. These are intentional practices or habits that give you peace of mind, let you sleep better. So as you go to bed at night, you wake up in the morning with a whole different feeling. And number 5 is to keep an out box near your door. So this box will serve as a visual reminder to help, regularly declutter what you no longer want, need, or use. So when you give these items to people who do want them or need them and will use them, they'll appreciate them, and you'll appreciate that you have a purposeful form of recycling. And number 6 is enjoy the seasonal changes. So right now we're experiencing this beautiful springtime outside, and all the cherry blossoms and everything are blooming. So when you change, when the seasons change and you start changing out your seasonal clothing, it's an opportunity to go through your closets and to remove those things that no longer fit you, that you haven't worn all winter, and then to make sure that you donate these items to people who need or want them. So it's the winter coats, it's all of those jackets, socks, hats, and gloves, things that you did not really use, and so you can be intentional and mindful and purposeful about giving them to someone who wants or needs them. When you learn to declutter like a minimalist, these 6 simple tips used regularly will help you achieve that simpler, more abundant life that you might be seeking. So you will save time, you will save money and energy that can be used on other things that matter more to you. And once you start implementing these tips, you'll quickly realize how living with less improves not only your home life, but also your finances and your stress level. So please feel free to share this video with your family and friends. Make sure you like and subscribe.